Hello everyone, if you already started playing Sssnaker, you're probably left with the decision of fire, ice, or plant. And I gotta be honest with you, regardless of the damage, plant carried me through the first 2 chapters, it just worked really well for me. But we're gonna go through all 3 of them, give you a little bit better understanding of what the damage numbers are behind these and what they actually do inside the game. And I will say, there is more abilities on these, but we don't want to overwhelm you today. We're just gonna keep you with the basics for now. So the first we're gonna be going over is the plant, and my base damage is 10 attack. Now when we go and grab the first plant, we're now going to be shooting 2 arrows out, and each one of those arrows is gonna be doing 20 damage. So 2 times the damage per arrow. At 1 star, we're now going to be doing a double shot, so technically we're shooting 4 arrows at 20 attack damage each. At 2 stars, we now are getting a piercing effect on this, and our damage actually goes up to 3 times. So we're going to be shooting for 30, shooting out 4 arrows, and any enemies that get hit behind by one of those arrows is also going to be taking that 30 damage. At 3 stars, we're now going to get Ricochet, and I want to clarify that this is more like a bouncy wall than a Ricochet if you've ever played Archero. But once you go through and pierce the enemy, it hits the wall and then returns, it's still going to hold that 30 attack damage per arrow. And as far as these plant cannons, we can grab up to 5 of them inside a chapter. Moving on to fire, we're going in without it, our base damage is still 10, and when we grab the first one, we're now doing 4 times the damage with this fire. And what you'll notice is down in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see a fire tick or burn, and that's going to be for about 5%, or in this situation, 2 damage that's taken away, and I count about 5 ticks on this. It could be more, but it always seems like the enemies die around that time. At 1 star, we're going to get a line of fire, and this is going to increase our chances of hitting enemies. We're still going to be doing 4 times the amount of damage and have that 5% tick. At 2 stars, we're now going to be shooting in a cross or a plus sign symbol, and we're now doing 6 times the amount of damage with that 5% tick. And at 3 stars, we're now going to be having a huge giant circle of flames, and anything hit by one of those circles is going to be taking that 6 times damage and that 5% tick. When it came to testing with the ice, I now had 54 base damage going in, so without the ice, we're hitting for 54. When we go and grab the ice ability, we're now doing 4 times the amount of damage, and we're going to leave a little bit of an ice puddle, which is going to slow any enemies that walk through it. At 1 star, we're now going to be doing 6 times the amount of damage, and that little frost puddle is now going to be much larger, making it easier to slow down the enemies. At 2 stars, we're still doing 6 times the amount of damage, but we're now casting these ice pillars. And if this ice pillar hits an enemy and it has enough hit points, you're going to be seeing a number of 15 times the amount of your attack. And I do want to say thanks to both Quotenbenane and Lucaron over on the Discord, because I didn't actually see this on the 2 star, but I did see it on the 3 star, which we'll see in a second. At 3 stars, these pillars are going to be much stronger, and we're still going to be doing that 6 times damage in the beginning, but as you can see here, we're doing 25 times the amount of damage from our base stats. So I guess the question I have for you guys is, which one do you think is the best out of all 3 of these? If you want to know more about this game, check out this video I made right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.